Hey, what's up, everybody? Welcome to WFSO Aftermath. Um, like I said, I apologize, for starting a little bit late. I was just debating on, what to talk about tonight. Yeah, for like the past few days, we was trying to do the WFSO Fruit Critics video, and unfortunately, for the app that I use to like edit all that stuff that I wanted to add, yeah, it's trouble there saying it's like it's too much or something like that. So, what we're gonna do for that is we probably gonna do like a live video talking about experience at the Signature Chefs that we were at with for March Dimes on Thursdays. This past Thursday that happened. So we're gonna talk about that tomorrow. Try to get that set up so hopefully we can get where we need to get. Okay, so yep, most likely Philly is gonna beat Detroit and we're gonna pass Detroit. So we're gonna be in second in division. So all I gotta do is just beat the Bears. But anywho, gonna talk about results of this past Friday's TNA Turning Point, and of course I think you probably I don't know if you saw the prediction video for Turning Point, but yeah, I was really upset that somehow you know Mike Santana hold the title for like a month. Then his first title defense, he just loses. So I just think that's just kind of odd. And I apologize for moving. Just okay. There we go. It's right here. Sorry. Anyway, so yeah, y'all know my little bit frustration on that, and just like why, you know what I mean? Um. So we're gonna talk about that. Um. A few wrestling news that's gonna be worth talking about. So while I'm doing, I always do YouTube, so there ain't nothing new. So it's like, why do you say that? That boy Trey. So anyway, thanks for checking us out. So appreciate it. Um, oh yeah, that is gonna be on Peacock. The Bucks and Cavs. So we speaking of that, we will talk about yesterday's excuse me, yesterday's Lakers and Bucks game, and finally get to finally watch it this morning. Gabriel Rivers, BAK, welcome to the live. Appreciate it. Um, let's see. I think there's Dark Level. I think it is. Welcome to the live. Appreciate it. Um, but yeah. Hey Casey, welcome to the live. I appreciate it. Um, what's that? Anyways, so like I said, talk about the game. Doing like a little trade scenario during this one. And just talk about like Milwaukee Development. We're not going to talk about anything comic book movies and TV news. We're not going to talk about any of that tonight. I'm just going to save it for a different video. So that's probably going to be put that in a different video in a different time. So probably sometime tomorrow I'll probably will put a video up about it. Like what's going on in the comic book movie and TV news. So talk about that. Yeah, no time, no see, Casey. So, what's been new with you? Um, that boy Trey. Yeah. We can talk about that. Like Chavo Guerrero did, like sign with WWE, but most likely his role is going to be is he's going to, you know, be like one of the, I don't know if it's like creative or something like that, but he's going to be helping, AAA. So if y'all didn't know, this past April, WWE did brought AAA. So it's just been some interesting stuff, and like some people don't like it, some people don't. That's good, man. Um, that's good. Well, let's get to the results of TNA Turning Point. It's kind of normally I will watch TNA's pay per views and stuff like that, but I think it was just around this time I just didn't get have the opportunity to watch it. And yeah, crazy enough, I'm still in my work clothes because I did get home like a little bit before 9. I got off at a little bit after 8, and yeah, so some of y'all probably can see like what company I work at, and I just had to turn my hat around so nobody won't see like who, you know what I mean? So, but I did watch the highlights of Turning Point. So let's see. First they had the let's see, yeah, the countdown to Turning Point. I could have easily watched this, but I didn't get the chance. So that kind of sucks. Jake something, Mans Warner, and Hometown Man facing each other in a triple threat match. So let's see the results of that. Oh, Jake something won. Oh, okay, something different. Man, hopefully they push him finally. Like first thing, like in TNA is like it seemed like he's gonna be good for like being this big monster. Then suddenly they do nothing with him. So so hopefully this is a step on the right direction. You know what I mean? Hopefully we get to that point. Um, let's see. Oh yeah, Franklin Kazarian's speech. Probably just bragging about him being the TNA World Champion and all that. So that's probably really not that important. I was about to almost call him Dolph Ziggler, but nickname it because he did one the Fox Warrior Gaming 4. Thank you for subscribing to the channel. I appreciate it. Yeah, and I just got a notice on it through my laptop, so very appreciated. Um, for you guys that's watching through YouTube, what we trying to do is trying to get to 1,000 subscribers on YouTube. Hopefully by the end of the year. But regardless if we get to 1,000 subscribers on YouTube or not, um, so so when we get like to 1,000 subscribers, we will start doing giveaways and stuff like that. So please subscribe to the channel. It's more appreciated. Was it Iker Martinez M4J? I'm sorry. Welcome to the live. I appreciate it. Um, but yeah, like I said, like 1,000 subscribers, we will start doing like giveaways and stuff like that. It could be anything. You never know what it is. And I did talk to you guys like on my personal TikTok page. I was saying that the first person that would have PM me or whatever that case to be to I would give them a mail them an autographed picture of Bruce Riker. So still, because we did at point did get to over 500 likes. So, but then again, like I said, nobody didn't like PM me or anything like that. So it's still up for grabs. So whoever PM me's first, because I will check it right after we're done with the video. So if anybody that PM me first will end up be winning that picture. So like I said, all you gotta do is PM me. Just say whatever, or you can say, "Oh, I want the photograph picture," or just anything, just to let me know that you're, you know, enter. So the people that's on TikTok, they can enter. So I still tell, welcome to the live. I appreciate it. But like I said, you have an opportunity to win this autograph picture. So all you gotta do is PM me and just say anything. It doesn't matter. So So you just say anything, and or you can just mention WFSO. Then I would know that you're the first one that PM me, and you automatically will win the autograph photo. So Casey, you return. Eddie, welcome to the live. Um, oh wow, my brother's there. So I didn't think he will check this podcast, but my brother that's on here, y'all really got to bring back that podcast that you and Tanisha did. I did enjoy watching it. So y'all get a chance, bring that back. Um. Anyway, so yeah, like I said, that Frank is everything was like a big waste of time. Nothing. So what's the point? You know what I mean? All right, cool. Um. So TNA Turning Point. Let's see. Now we on to the main card. So the first match was for the TNA Knockouts World Championship. You got Kalani Jordan versus M by Elegance. Like I said, I don't know how this came to be or came about. Not sure, but let's see who won. And just to remind you guys, I did not see this pay per view this past Friday, so I'm gonna be like first looking at it just like you guys. So anyway, so Kalani Jordan, okay, she did retain. So okay, then new. Um, let's see. Interviews. Hmm, that's interesting. So Ava was there. Okay, yeah, that's gonna be interesting. AJ Francis go against BDE. But then again, like I say, I only saw like the highlights of these matches. I didn't see like the whole thing. Um, okay. Oh, AJ Francis wrong. I thought BDE would have won. Guess I was wrong on that one. Um, let's see. Nothing. Okay, no disqualification match. So few of the like spots that they did between this match between with the women in a no disqualification match. It's been something. So I'll admit that. And kind of like what I expected, Indy Hartwell did beat Danny Luna. So that's that. And let's see. Okay. Ava has hired extra security. Santino with the Costco in the Grande. Okay, father and daughter talking. So, okay, next up. TNA's Knockout World Tag Team Championships. Victoria Crawford and Tessa Blanchard teaming up against Inspiration versus the Angel Wars. So that's Cheyenne Lee and Zaya Brookside. So there was some spots and stuff that was pretty good about that. And of course the Inspiration did retain, which I kind of predicted because I didn't think they was going to lose it like that soon, and they end up just winning it. Raymond Dallas, too. Sorry if I got your name wrong. Welcome to the live. I appreciate it. Like I said, y'all like say hi or just say whatever if you're watching through YouTube Live or my personal TikTok page or watching through Twitch. I don't mind giving y'all a shout out. Just like say hi or whatever. So go right ahead. You will get a shout out during this broadcast. Of course, like I say, Inspiration did win that. 6 minute tag. Cedric Alexander and the Hardys going against the Gray Hands and Mustafa Ali. So just kind of where I think they pushing from the Gray Hands to go for the tag title. So that's what it seems like. But of course, yeah, that's what our order for. Of course, Mustafa Ali and Gray Hand, Mustafa Ali, I should say, and Gray Hands did win that match. Um, So I guess we already know the Rascals like fourth partner would be in. So it was the system versus the Rascals. And I guess it was just a spirit of competition. So that's what that is. So Desmond Xavier, which y'all know in NXT as Wes Lee, he returned. Um, Sheila Big Maspab. Sorry if I got it wrong, but welcome to the live, and I appreciate it. So, like I said, keep the shout outs coming. Um, let's see. So yeah, the Rascals did win, and I guess kind of like show that and just to get everybody on their feet and stuff like that, and plus see what's coming for the Rascals. So the first time like all four members are like on TNA at the same time. But let's see. The cleanse is coming. Oh, must be talking about Eric Young. X Division Championship. Leon Slater defends against Rich Swann. So I didn't know which one was the face. So I guess he probably ended up leaving away from AJ Francis. So I guess AJ Francis is on his own. So you know what? He needs to prove himself to being on his own. So some of this spot in this match, just from what I've seen, could be match of the night. Tiny Love, welcome to the live. I appreciate it. But just like I said, like some of the spots in this X Division match that I saw was pretty good. So it could be potential match of the night. Like I said, I can't make it officially match of the night because, like I said, I didn't see the complete PL pay per view. I'm starting to call it, PLE. I don't know why, but okay, both showing respect to each other after the match, so that's good. So oh, okay, Leon Slater's grandmother, okay, died. So and of course y'all know this Tuesday that Leon Slater and Javon Evans going against Dark State for the NXT tag titles this coming Tuesday. So like I sorry for his loss, and maybe this should be like a thing like hopefully they'll win the tag titles on Tuesday. You never know. So yeah, the main event, um, which I'm kind of surprised because like you didn't, yeah, because there wasn't that many titles were defended. Anyways, Mike Santana ended up showing up, and Steve Macklin, of course, the TNA International Champion, going against the TNA World Champion Frankie Kazarian and the Culture Shot Gauntlet winner of this year, Nick Nemeth. Just some of the stuff they was pulling on here and thinking like, okay, at one point looked like that Nick Nemeth was going to cash in on Frankie Kazarian. It was just like all twists and turns and stuff like that. Um, Mike Santana and Steve Macklin did win the match. But okay, let me see what they say. After the match, Nick Nemeth commentates calling his shot on TNA World Champion Frankie Kazarian, but before he can, NXT superstars to assault all four TNA wrestlers. So I was kind of shocked, with that one because they did show that one. I like the name Lucky Charm. Welcome to the live. I appreciate it. uh, so yeah, try to get there and let me see the names of the that was in from NXT that came around. It was Robert Stone, Lexus King, Stacks, Brooke Jackson, Charlie Dempsey, which I'm kind of surprised, and High Rise. Parties were armed with steel chairs, but they too fall victim of the numbers game. Wow. You would thought Dark Side would be the ones that that make the terror and stuff going on with that, but no, that's not the case. So oh guys, sorry guys. But yeah, like I said, I can't rate it. I can't rate it because, like I said, I didn't fully like see the whole thing. It was just watching, Miss Nick 101. Welcome to the live. I appreciate it. Um, but yeah, like I said, I can't rate it. Can't grade it. Hopefully, this because this is the same situation they did with this is that Keila Pierce. Welcome to the live. Appreciate it. Tody 123. Welcome to the live. Appreciate it. Um, Crap. It was something I was gonna say, and I can't believe I forgot that fast. But anyways, I think we can like move on from TNA and their final pay per view of the year is Final Revolution, December 5th. So kind of like early one, but I think at the same time it kind of makes sense because NXT's deadline is the next day on December 6th. So this is kind of crazy, and plus there's I see stuff going on around here in the this southeast Wisconsin area with Blizzard Brawl, where they bring like, big names and stuff like that. And you know what I mean? You can stop with that because I'm not going to repeat that. It seems like everybody here on TikTok and Twitch is like so nice. Then you got some of these arrogant keyboard warriors just posting out stupid stuff on YouTube. Like, go do something for yourself. Like, really. Leon the Light Gold, I think that's what it says. Leon the Night, Neon Leo the Light Gold. Welcome to the live. Sorry I botched that name, but I did get it right, so it's cool. Um, Gabriella, that's 1185. Okay, but I appreciate you being on here, but you got to stop doing that. That's not appropriate. Um, but anywho, so we can move on from that, and everybody know about Zack Ryder or AKA Matt Cardona end up appearing on SmackDown this past Friday going against LA Knight. So good match, but LA Knight did win that first round of the tournament. So it was gonna be really a joke. I was like, who's gonna win between these two? Now it's like hard to tell or hard pick. But somebody said that with Zack Ryder and LA Knight, they should be a tag team, and I guess the name should be Knight Rider. And I think some of y'all will probably will get why I'm saying Knight Rider. If you don't, Knight Rider was a '80s TV show with David Hasselhoff and his car named Kit. It was a talking car. So my brother was, I don't know if he's still on here, but I think he was into that too, like in the Knight Rider stuff. Like the same thing he was, with Deuce of Hazard. So he was like cool and like everything that when it came to cars. So anything with cars, he'll watch it. So then again, some of the shows I did start getting into it as well. So yeah, pretty cool. Um, but yeah, that would be a good tag team. And also, Zack Ryder do got some merch on WWE.com. So y'all interested in that? Go check it out. Is that the one by my job? Okay, yeah. I probably got one on that. So okay, we can move on from TNA, and so we'll talk about a little bit of wrestling news. And like I said, I will try to get this done as quickly as I can because I know, like, I believe it's like almost midnight in the East Coast. West Coast probably probably almost 9 p.m. Pacific. So I know you guys probably ain't got much to worry about on the West Coast. So Anyways, yeah, AMC, which is kind of weird because they do run through Warner Brothers Discovery, and I will explain a bit of this in a bit. So, okay, that's my wife. That's on YouTube Live. So, y'all check out her page. Well, her YouTube video. So, a lot of interesting stuff that she talks about on there. So, you guys, check that out. And I appreciate your apology, Gabriella. Um, but anyway, so the thing that this was by Sports Illustrated that AMC is interested in airing TNA wrestling. So, and it was gonna be at one point that they was thinking they was gonna do the shows live. So that would be interesting. They end up doing the shows live, and I think that'll just be like pretty cool. It's like they go live like every Thursday, but parts of the time you kind of understand, with the collaboration with I think that's Billy Riley 441. Welcome to the live, and hey, what's going on? I did. I just didn't want to say what you put up because I kind of heard what that means, so it just didn't make sense. Um, so AMC, if y'all not familiar with it, is kind of owned by Warner Brothers Discovery. So the funny thing is, like, they interested in the area like TNA wrestling, and at the same time, they have AEW on TBS and TNT. So that's gonna be crazy because you can have Warner Brothers Discovery running two promotions, depending on if AMC and TNA wrestling is gonna like work with each other. So that was the thing, I thought was kind of weird and not the norm, but yeah, I was thinking like if they had an opportunity to like go like a local TV, like maybe ABC will go after them and or I don't know, maybe. Oh yeah, I will say Fox, but with Fox, apparently what they say, Tanja, welcome to the live. Princess Gay 12 is spelled Gaye, so nobody don't get it confused. So maybe it's like Gail or something like that. So I apologize about that. Welcome to the live. Appreciate it. Um, yeah, but anyway, um, but yeah, it's just kind of weird. Just thinking like they're gonna do like two promotions and like one big old. I would say network brand. That's what I'm just gonna call it, network brand, not like network because there's gonna be different networks, but the network brand. That's what I would call it. And plus, just maybe a little bit, comic book and movies and TV news as well. So the thing is that Warner Brothers Discovery is is they sell it because a whole bunch of mishaps and all that stuff, especially some of the movies that been out, especially what happened before the DCEU had ended and DCU begins. Yeah, they had like a lot of like I ain't gonna lie, the last few movies that they did in the DCU, in my opinion, I thought they was great, but I guess there's some fans or things like that just thought otherwise. So, but then again, can't please everybody. So I thought, Black Adam, The Flash, and Aquaman 2, I thought they were great, but like I said, just a population of people just didn't think so. And I think it may kind of started, in my opinion, with the pandemic. So just that's just my thing with that. So if they actually do, AMC do like run like show like TNA wrestling, Nothing against AMC, but that probably be the biggest thing that they can have, and they will have like a lot of viewers. So probably will pass, ratings and stuff. It'll be easy for some people that probably have, like basic cable. They ain't got like all multiple channels and stuff like that. They can just, watch it on AMC because it's like one of the basic channels you can get on, from Spectrum if you have, cable. So it'll be more easier for everybody. Okay, so we're gonna move on from that. Excuse me. There's a few news that we're gonna talk about, before we move on. Um, that's not it. But where is it? Where is it? Like I saw the picture this like earlier today, and I didn't know like who they was talking about. Like AEW star Rebel opens up about her cancer diagnosis, so I couldn't recognize, the how she looked because she looks like very different. Gabriella, I already say hi to you, so I'll mention you again, Gabriella 1185. Appreciate you on here. Welcome to the live. Oh, excuse me. I should have had something to drink more since it clear my throat. But anyways, I didn't know like this was this serious with Rebel, but yeah, she faced number of health issues. Cryptococcal preanomia. I think it was like Manolia or something like that. I'm sorry, I got it wrong. Presented as a mass on her lung.
Pneumonia.
Thank you. Yeah, y'all heard her. So, um, it was later discovered it was actually like lung cancer. So yeah, that's gotta be tough one to bite. So she mentioned that she was hospitalized. Sorry, May of 2024, which was last year. So yeah, she looked like she had like a after a year of not getting better. I decided to go to Mayo Clinic. That's like one of the
Top hospitals for cancer.
yeah, and also they have their main location is like in Minnesota actually. So yeah, this is something. Try to see if they can get treated. Oh, what a catch! That's probably that's probably one of the reasons the Packers did win. But yeah, that was a big catch. I found out it was okay. So it was not pneumonia. It was the whole time. It was primarily pulmonary lipoma, which is cancer to the lungs too. So yeah, that's crazy. And I think this is Instagram for the ones that's seeing pre-recorded. So um, Armin Jones 4, welcome to the live. Appreciate you being on here. Um, so let's see. Um, she's going to start beginning her lung cancer treatment this coming January. So a few months from now. And, hopefully she'll be okay. So it'd be good to see her return, back to wrestling like whenever she can. But that's crazy. And I did meet her. I think it was like 3, 4 years ago at Blizzard Raw. So yeah, that's insane. Um, like I said, but then again, like the one thing I give credit to when it comes to AEW that Tony Khan does, take care of his talent. You know, like they in like a situation and stuff like that, or have like trouble with medical things. Tony Khan will, take care of him. So I do give Tony Khan that for, taking care of his talent. So that's probably one of the things, that he got over, WWE, that he take care of his talent. So, I cannot get, upset with that. So hopefully, Rebel has, speedy recovery and, 'cause, yeah, cancer sucks. Just put it that way. It sucks. Um, ooh, Packers and Vikings in Green Bay. Yeah, because Vikings right now they suck, and it'd probably be some win for them. Okay, like with the my opinion when it comes to football, that whole division of the NFC North division, which is the Packers are in, um, anyone but the Vikings. So let's just put it that way, and that probably sums it up. Um, yeah, just make no nonsense. I'm not gonna read much about this. So Mercedes Monet won her 13th title, some independent show over the weekend, and just like why? And plus, they must be paying her an arm and a leg too. So like how much she charged for like appearance and stuff like that. So I guess there's those kind of companies that have a lot of money or have like big sponsoring. So yeah, I see you on there. Like I didn't forget. Oh, excuse me. So if anybody they want to mention anything wrestling wise, basketball wise, like Milwaukee Bucks, or if they want to talk about development that's in Milwaukee, if they're from the Milwaukee area, or you want to talk about anything based on comic books and stuff like that, just ask a question. Let's see. Yeah. Speaking of which, of course, Scarlett and Karen Cross. Well, I'm not going to talk much about what this story is talking about, but I am going to see them this coming Friday. It's a convention that's in the suburbs of Chicago called Days of the Dead. They had this going on for a long time. It was at one point that I wanted to meet a Super Ruby Soho, but unfortunately didn't have the opportunity to do that. So, anyway, so like I know I met Karrion Cross already, but it'd be cool meet Scarlett. So hopefully that will get arranged. Let's see, almost. Let's see. Mm. Ooh, that's not good. Um, this for okay, Booker T must. Okay, so maybe they can like put this one to bed. So we're gonna read this wrestling thing before we move on to talk about the Bucks. Um, so yeah, let's see who knows why the WWE stopped working with Travis Scott. So it was a lot of rumors going on about like there's a lot of rumors like Travis Scott was hard to get along and stuff like that, and I guess probably some of the stuff you saw like on Unreal involves with that because he's supposed to be part of that heel turning John Cena bit. So let's see. I'm just gonna read it. Let's see. It says it's safe to say that Travis Scott is a name that most wrestling fans would rather forget. The surface that will seem odd as Scott only made like two appearances in WWE in 2025 before disappearing. But those two appearances were rather infinite. First, he was on hand for the John Cena. You might as well say the three appearance then. So One of them, he came out with Jay Uso and the thanks Gabriella. I'm glad you subscribed, so I appreciate it. Um, but yeah, he came down with I believe it was Jay Uso. We had his match at the Raw premiere. I forgot who he was going against, but I believe Jay Uso did win that match. And and the crazy thing is like I don't know if he were smoking weed or was it just he was just smoking just a cigar, whatever the case may be. I don't know, and only time will tell on that one. So much love. Uh, welcome to the live. I appreciate it. Um, like guys, like if you want to win another autographed picture of Bushwhacker Luke for the guys that's watching on my personal TikTok page, let's get to 500 likes and we will give away another one. So that's if y'all interested in that. Um, of course, if you're in the United States, it'll be like free shipping. It'll be on me. But if it's like out of the United States, we gotta talk and work something out. So we'll see. Um, let's see. But the appearance, well, the second appearance was Scott was on hand for John Cena's heel turn at this early this year's Elimination Chamber, considered as most fans to be the worst part of it. And I think they got upset because he was really like physically hitting Cody Rhodes and end up hurting Cody Rhodes' eardrum. So and he did end up getting the black eye. So yeah, anyways, yeah, that's crazy. And I think I know Cody probably didn't like it, but it's like one of those things, it got to make it look good. So whatever. So didn't hear anything, news wise about it. So just let it go. And let's see, it was criticism that followed him at WrestleMania 41. I'm sorry, where he got involved, helping Cena defeat Rose and for a record-setting 17-time champion. Of course. Once again, Scott was singled out as the black mark on the match, with his involvement deemed completely unnecessary. Given Scott's absence since then, it seems WWE agreed. That said, the official reason for why Scott and WWE's working relationship had came to an end. Okay, I apologize about that, guys. Crap. Sorry about that. I ain't think that's the stand. Who would have thought that would happen on live television?
Happened.
Well, one the phone had came off the one of the holders.
Oh,
So yeah, might as well say that's a class collision of the night. Let's see. With his involvement being completely unnecessary given Scott's absence since then, it seems WWE agreed. That said, an official reason why their relationship has come to an end. I thought it was something else. Former WWE star Dave Otunga, in the midst of making media rounds following his insight on the controversial controversy yesterday over WWE's non-complete calls, which right now he did talk to Andrade, because I guess the thing is when Andrade made that stunt and went to AEW, and I guess he was still in the middle of a 90-day non-complete non-compete clause. So David Tonga was helping him out with that. So yeah, crazy. So I guess TMZ Sports was asking if they hear anything about why Scott was not Travis Scott was not with him. He stated that he had before echoing the host and host thoughts and that is related to okay Scott's inexperience and lack of passion towards wrestling. So yeah, I can believe that. Basically, what I heard is he didn't take it seriously as Bad Bunny or obviously Logan Paul. He said, and when he was here, it was sloppy. It took him a long time to get to the ring one time, injuring Cody Rhodes. You can't take out one of the top stars. I think he ended up being more of a liability. And the fan reaction, people were legitimately mad. Not good. Hard is a he is a good thing if somebody's a heel, but heat like that, that's not good. Well, from God, that we're a heel with the next and that. Um, so yeah, like I said, so what I was saying, what I heard from and that is actually true. The next time I go live, it will be tomorrow. Um, don't know when, but it's gonna be talking about why I mentioned earlier about the live episode of WFSO's wannabe food critics. So because I was trying to do like a full video on it on Friday, and due to like the app I had trying to edit the video, it didn't work out. So yeah, morning is possible, but right now I can't confirm the actual time, but it will be tomorrow. Um, oh, excuse me. Oh, excuse me. But yeah, like I kind of figured, he didn't take it seriously, and especially I guess with that real punch that end up hurting Cody Rhodes' eardrum and end up having a black eye. Henry McCullong. I'm sorry if I said it wrong, but welcome to live. I appreciate it. But yeah,
Daisy shot.
and the crazy thing is like I haven't heard anything from him like after WrestleMania, and I don't think it was just him that ruined John Cena's heel turn. It was The Rock as well. I want to I want to buy your soul or whoever. Want your soul. Did that to Cody Rhodes, then end up having The Rock, John Cena, and Travis Scott being like a three-man power trick, and Rock wasn't there at WrestleMania, so Travis Scott wasn't the only thing that made Cena's heel turn bad. It was The Rock as well. So about he didn't need to show up for WrestleMania or show up anytime to you know pressure. You know what I mean? Um, it just don't make no sense. Um, oh excuse me, guys.
Oh dear.
I know I need a quick yarn, and you're right, I do.
You need to come to bed, cuddle your wifey.
Okay, try to get that done. So, I think that's probably pretty much it for talk about wrestling wise. So, I can't believe I was on wrestling talking about since 10:30. Normally, I don't talk about it that much. But yeah, that's crazy. Like, if you can be like professional with your rap career, but then again, half the time some of these rappers ain't. But it's like at the same time, you just gotta be professional regardless of what things you do. Um, uh, okay. What is it? Okay, yeah, we're just gonna leave the wrestling part alone for now and talk about this crazy game last night of the Lakers and Bucks, which the Bucks should have beat the Lakers, especially they had that little second half comeback, I should. But unfortunately, the first half for the Bucks it was really seriously damaging going on. Like Giannis and Ryan Ronaldo was on their game, but this is like everybody else didn't like come into the two until the second half, and although the shooting of Kyle Kuzma wasn't, it was like good. So I would say this probably like his worst game that he had this year. I was gonna say about the other game when I think when they faced Charlotte, he only had like 8 points. So I wouldn't say that would be worse, but yeah, this would probably be his worst game of the season so far. Just only like 1 point. So yeah, I think going against his former team, the Lakers, and I think it was like too much pressure, and he was too much, trying to force, some of his shots. Um, I'm probably gonna like look like after the video just to see if Barrett was saying something about this because I know he would, or he's probably gonna still, stay quiet. So without further ado, because I know we got more basketball to talk about, so maybe just get to the let's get to the quarter status. You got Lakers the 30 to Milwaukee's 18 in the first quarter. Yeah, that sucks. Then second quarter, both the lowest that the Bucks have scored and the highest that the Lakers have scored, 35-16. Third quarter, the Lakers are tied for like their lowest scoring in the quarter, was both third and fourth quarter, 27. Um, then you got the highest third quarter for the Bucks with 38. Then fourth quarter, Lakers 27 to Bucks 23. Yeah. It's like one of those things. Like I don't know what to say about this game. But then again, they had a overtime game on Friday when they went against the Charlotte Hornets in NBA group play, NBA Cup group play. So yeah, that was kind of tough for them. So sometimes some people, well, except for Giannis, he got it. His game was turned on, but Ryan Rollins as well, but everybody else, Miles Turner too. So forgot to mention him, but it's like they wasn't giving him the ball that much either. So yeah, it kind of sucks. But everybody else like just seemed like they went to sleep, but not Bobby and not Gary Trent Jr. But like everybody else like seemed like they just went to sleep. So let's go to the team stats. Let's go from there, and we who's that? Olden 220Z. Welcome back and welcome to the live. And if you are married, how many sons do you have? Um, I have a son that is not living right now. Due to stillbirth. But I guess it was one of those things. I did kind of blame myself, but like we always keep our our son name alive like every time. That's where Maddie's Memory come from. So WFSO is a proud sponsor of Maddie's Memory. If you want to check out that website, go to maddiesmemory.org. Even if you want to like support the cause, they got a QR code. So go ahead, check it out. I should say we, but anyways, ooh, that went too fast. Little J41 snaps. Welcome to the live. Appreciate it.
How you not gonna mention Rob as one of your sons?
I was getting to that.
Mm-hmm.
I was like,
Because he threatened to, he's making us buy mac and cheese.
he said the name was called the Max.
The what?
What's that name of that macaroni cheese place? Was it called the Mac
The
or
Mac.
oh the Mac? Why does that sound familiar? Yeah, that does sound
I'm
familiar.
pretty sure it was at March of Dimes last year.
I don't know why I got a feeling I seen it at a mall or something. but
It
just never opened or something like that. I don't know. And as you know, she mentioned that I have another son. He's not mine by blood, but he's my son, and I did help raise him ever
That's
since
your
he was.
job.
And I helped raise him since he was 7 years old, and came back from the military, and yeah, and
Made you a grandpa.
yeah, make me a grandpa. Yeah, that's true. Our
Not
little
not made you a fluffy.
yeah, which is the grandson Chase calls me Fluffy for some odd reason, and I think it's because of the beard.
It's the beard.
Yeah, I think if I would have had grown my beard when I did what was that like about last decade, then he probably would have said like Fluffy got the big Fluffy.
Well, if you remember, it was when he was looking at the photos at Roberts and he's going, Fluffy.
Yeah.
And I'm like, what's Fluffy? And he kept pointing, going, Fluffy. And then I took him over and I'm like asking him, okay, who's this a picture of? And he was like, Nana. Okay, who's this a picture of? Daddy. Who's a picture of? Potato, which was Robert, is dad. Then who's this picture of? Nana. Then I pointed at you and went, who's that picture of? Fluffy. And we're like, oh, okay.
Okay. Dottie Davis 557. Welcome to the live. Appreciate it. Um, but yeah, that's that's crazy. So have a son that's not by blood, but he is my son, no matter what. And we're gonna do our best, to be there for him, especially coming from the military and stuff you probably experience and stuff like that. So only thing we can do is be there for him. So yeah, Jason's the grandson and Robert is the son, and he is 25, and the little grandson is 2. But anyways, team status for Lakers and Bucks. Lakers made more, but they attempt less on 38 to 77. Bucks made less, but attempt more, 32 to 80. So field goal percentage for the Lakers that's like 49% compared to Bucks is 40%. 3-point percentage. Yeah. I can understand why they went like this route, but 13 to 33 from the Lakers and the Bucks. 15 to 39 with 39% by the Lakers for three and 38% from the Bucks from three. So not too bad on the threes, but I don't. I think is like I know some of the players' offense did lack, but at the same time, it just wasn't enough. It just wasn't enough. Yeah, I got my hat backwards because it is like my work hat, but some of y'all probably already can tell like where I work at, but I'm trying not put it out there.
Twisted your ass.
Towards us.
No, I didn't say that.
Sound like you did. Yeah, but we would want to see Towards R Us back. That would be something. But I can do this though. Because since like few of y'all want to see like another live, so I can do this. I can do a watch party of Monday Night Raw tomorrow. So I can do that. So I think that's probably fair enough. So I will do a live. I'm probably gonna do it with I might just do it on Twitch on and YouTube just to do like a yeah, that's what I'm saying that tomorrow night I'm gonna do a watch party and we can talk about wrestling because I will be watching Monday Night Raw and then at the same time I am gonna be watching the Bucks game as well But then again, the Bucks game will start at 6, so probably be like halftime by the time we watching WWE Raw. So it will be a live watch party tomorrow at 7 p.m. Central, 8 p.m. Eastern, and for everybody else like on the West Coast, that would be 5 p.m. Pacific. So anybody else that's watching like all around the world, I don't know your time zones or anything like that, so I can't predict that. Just like at 7 p.m. Central America, then you probably will like get your answers on there. So probably simple enough is to use Google. Anyways, free throws. Wow, free throw. 30 of 33 from the free throw with 91%. So that's how you shoot three free throws. I will give the Lakers that. And 16 of 24 with like 67% from the free throws. That's horrible. Um, Bucks with like total rebounds, 39 to Lakers 47. They for once did better in the offensive rebounds for 11 to 12, but the defensive rebounds is like kind of horrible too. 27 and the Lakers have 36. Poor says by both teams, 23 Lakers and 20 Bucks. Steals, a little bit horrible on the Bucks end. 13 Lakers and 6 Bucks. They're even on blocks by 4 apiece. They're tied at turnovers. So like both of the worst turnovers I would say you ever seen. Fast break points, Lakers 12, Bucks 11. Points in the paint, 38 Lakers, 30 Bucks. So that's not good. The largest lead by Bucks was 1, and of course the largest lead by the Lakers was 31. So not even surprised. Um, got some on YouTube, some on my personal TikTok page, and a few on Twitch. Okay, so now let's get to the player status. Um, DeAndre Ayton. Well, Mine was to say one of their big threes that's that played today. 20 points, 2 from the free throw, 10 rebounds, so double double for him. 2 steals and 1 block with 2 offensive rebounds. And yeah, he nearly fouled out. Ouch. Luka Doncic, might as well say he and Giannis did play all of the third quarter. Let's see, hopefully I'll get this name right, but Maclaw 527. Welcome to the live. Um, 01 Honor. Giannis playing tomorrow. Uh, I think most likely he will, because I know they didn't have him play Wednesday because of knee soreness, and I just think that's kind of weird. Like you have your knee soreness, and I know they like practice and all that, but I'm thinking like he could have played Wednesday, but I think some of these minor injuries that some of these NBA teams use, it seems like they use them for just trying to rest their players. That's what I think. Okay, Jerk, we don't need that here, so let me sorry, let's block this guy. Cause yeah, we don't need no racism around here, so he, he can go. Of course, he's talking about his own mama that's gay, so Just feel sorry for him. Well, maybe his daddy is too. So, and I think sucks that his nothing personal, but I have to say this, but all you keyboard warriors that's out there, not enjoying, the chat, just want to like cause trouble. Like what Barrett said, go swallow some. Um, you know what? Funny story on that Ultimate Warrior. I was coming into a hotel where some of the wrestlers was at. The thing is, I came in there and a limo driver said, "Are you Kofi Kingston?" Well, Kofi Kingston. I was like, if I would have said, yeah, I would have got like a free ride to the limo, stuff like that, to the meet and greet, and everybody look at me like, that's not Kofi Kingston. That would have been funny, but I was honest with him. I told no, I wasn't. Yeah, I know. I should have said yeah, but I didn't want to do that. Like I said, I will appear at the meet and greet. Everybody looking at me like, did you say Kofi Kingston? But yeah, the guy had me confused with like Kofi Kingston. I thought that was just funny. No, Gabriella, not you. It wasn't you that I blocked. Um, yeah, it was. It was funny. So yeah, it was just crazy. Um, and it was another time that we ended up tricking people. Me and friend of mine was tricking people, saying that CM Punk was coming down in the elevator because it was like my friend in the CM Punk shirt, and the biggest line that he said where he finally looked at him was like, "Look, you see him, Punk." Turn around and look like, "Kiss my ass." That would go down in history, and I know I have a video on that somewhere. Not sure where, but yeah, that's funny. Um, Remember when Vinny when? Oh yeah, Vince McMahon did try to get a photo with
When
like
me and Pam got a photo with Vince,
yeah.
and his staff were like, Mr. McMahon, you're running late, you're running late. And he's like, let them wait, I'm with my fans. It's like, God damn.
Yeah, that was funny. That was just that was just crazy. Oh wow, but yeah, that was a funny story. And hey, I hope they do D1 honor. I hope they do tomorrow. Oh, that video again. Oh, anyways, like I said, Luka Doncic, 41 points, 9 of 19 from the field, 5 of 11 from three, 18 of 20 from the free throw. So he was just getting to the free throw line. So that's crazy. Oh god, that's funny. 9 rebounds, 6 assists. So near double double for him, and one steal, 2 blocks. Oh wow, that's what losing all that weight does for you. Anyways, 1 offensive rebound. Austin Reeves, another killer. Gonna be around a. Oh, you going to the game? Nice. I think that's what you're saying, that you're going to the game, or you talk about the time of the game. Um. Okay, Vasa Pari. Sorry if I. Oh, you talk about the score. Oh, I'm sorry. Who knows? Who knows? Valid Prayer. if you want to talk to people on here that you want them to help with your cause, talk to people on here while I'm doing this. Although I can't do much right now, but talk to the people that's online right now. Anyways, Austin Reeves 25 points, 9 to 17 from the field, 5 and 9 from three. It seemed like he was the only one that was like got like a better percentage with three, except for Maxi Keeler. But 2 or 3 from the free throw, 6 rebounds, 8 assists, so near double double for him too. 1 steal and 3 offensive rebounds. I'm just gonna say one word: Bronny James. Then y'all get the detail on there. For y'all just watching the pre-recorded episode, you can see it right here. So that's all I'm gonna say. And I guess there's only like 2 players that we can talk about from their bench. Um, yeah, Dalton Connect with 9 points, 4 or 8 from the field, 1 to 4 from three, 6 rebounds, 1 assist, 3 steals, and 1 block with 1 offensive rebound. Jackson Hayes, but I guess he would have been the starter until they got DeAndre Ayton. Anyways, Jackson Hayes for 10 points, 3 or 4 from the field, perfect 4 or 4 from the free throw, 6 rebounds, 1 assist, 2 steals. Okay, so that's them two, and oh, Marcus Smart was sick. Okay, they made it seem like he was injured, but he was sick. So they just need to get that right. Uh, I wouldn't say just that. I guess you probably are a Cavalier fan, but yeah, no, I do not like that number. So like, I did hear what that number is, and I can't even remember now what it means, but I just from thinking of it, I think it's just inappropriate. That's just me. Um, Giannis Kumbo led the team with 32 points, 9 to 15 from the field, attempt for three, but he made a three. Oh, more of a Bucks fan. Oh, you're a Golden State fan, but you're more of a Bucks fan than the Cavs. Oh, gotcha. Um, let's see. Like I said, 1-on-1 from three, 13 to 18 from the free throw. He should be at least like 15 to 18 from the free throw. 10 rebounds, so double double for him. 5 assists and crazy old turnovers. It just never ends. Anyways, 1 block and 5 offensive rebounds, which is good. Um, oh, he only. Oh wow. Well, Miles Turner, I thought he made a few more points. Oh yeah, they took away that three. That's the other problem. Is like, dude was nowhere like touching. Like his heel was not touching the 3 point line, and they took that away from him. Unbelievable. Yeah, it really just don't make no sense. Like they took that three away from him, and his foot was not on the line. Uh, like I said, they really just need to investigate on these referees of some of these games that just been called, like BS calls and stuff like that. So yeah, they really need to do that. Anyways, AJ Green, 15 points, 5 of 10 from the field, 5 of 10 from three, obvious. 3 rebounds. And yeah, that's pretty much it for him. Ryan Rollins. Oh, I didn't know he was struggling like that. 10 points, 4 of 11 from the field, 0 for 3 from three, 2 of 4 from the free throw, 1 rebound, 3 assists, and 2 steals. Like I said, there's always 2 people that we can talk about from the bench. Bobby Portis, maybe could have scored a little bit better, but at least his 3 point shooting was great. 8 points, 3 of 8 from the field, 2 of 2 from the three, 6 rebounds with 2 offensive rebounds. Uh, Although Jericho Sims rebounded more than that, but he did get the block, so kudos to him for that. Um, oh, excuse me. Sorry, guys. Gary Trent Jr. with 13 points, 5 of 12 from the field, 3 of 9 from 3. Yeah, just not good shooting. Um, 1 assist. Yeah, Cole Anthony didn't have a good game, so that kind of killed him on too. Once again, final score. Uh, do you like Minecraft? Um, no, I do not. And the reason, like, I don't like it because I cannot get into that game, regardless of whatever. Okay, just seeing who I missed on TikTok. So okay, I didn't miss anybody. So yeah, I cannot get into Minecraft, not at all. But like I said, final score: Lakers 119, Bucks 95. And the next time they face each other will be January 9th. So kind of early. I think LeBron James probably will be back by then. So I guess we'll see what type of team they'll be with LeBron. But the next game, of course, I was just talking about tomorrow. They're going against the Cleveland Cavaliers. So trying to juggle, watching that and watching Monday Night Raw at the same time. So can be done. User 99000318506. Welcome to the live. Appreciate you saying hi. Like I said, I'll give anybody a shout out. So just go ahead.
God, I swear this room smells like corn chips, both sweating feet.
Let me shut up because I was gonna say something.
Oh, you're still alive? I'm so sorry. I thought you were not uploading.
Oh.
I am so. Oh my god. Sorry.
And like he watched this anyway.
No, but I don't want you having problems because of me saying about him. No, I'm sorry. Oh my god. But it does though.
Who y'all starting to guard? Donovan Mitchell. Um, you have well, they might end up using Gary Harris more. And I did not delete that, Gabriella. Just let you know, it wasn't me. I think it was something to do with YouTube.
YouTube automatically mutes some comments.
Yeah, it was YouTube that did that. It wasn't me. Um, uh, are you disabled? Yes and no. Just put it that way. Yes and no. Um, but yeah, like I said, like it will be a tough game once again. I know the last game was like very close, but the Bucks did lose that one, so it was a very close game. So hopefully, Kyle Kuzma, get his act together. But yeah, wow. Oh God, yeah, yeah. Don't worry, guys. I'm gonna kick him out too. So, like I said, I am an open book, but I'm not gonna take up, the disrespect. So,
What's someone saying now?
ask me about, disabled, then saying like, just being a keyboard warrior that can
Oh, they
talk like
don't
crap.
stop, do they?
No, they do not stop. No, Gabriella, not you. Um, but yeah, so he's gone for the day. Um, but yeah, this should be an interesting game. So we'll see. Let's see. I think all the rest of the games are over with, but then again, it's like almost midnight, so try to do this as quick as I can. So Spurs beat the Kings 110 and 123. Houston beat Orlando 113, 117. The Warriors beat the Pelicans. Who hasn't beat the Pelicans?
Me.
Michael Moore, thanks for coming on the live. I appreciate it. Gabrietta, I know you didn't say that. We weren't talking to you. Um, let's see. Yeah, this big second, like two overtimes. Utah beat Chicago 147 to 150. Boston with their very rare win over the Clippers 118 to 121. Brooklyn, yeah, I was shocked about this one. Brooklyn beat Washington 129 106. Um, okay, two more. Dallas beat Portland 133 138. And Atlanta beat Phoenix. Ooh, very close game. 124 to 122. So, okay, let's get off of that. And I was gonna do like the multiple train, the Oh no Pelicans lost. I was just saying who can't beat the Pelicans. That's what I was saying. So yeah, the Pelicans did lose. Just to make that clear. Um. Anyways, I'm just gonna do like normally like I would do like multiple trades on here, but then again we're kind of running out of time, and then plus I know people need to go to bed, including myself. Um. Yeah, that's true. Rosie, welcome to the live. I appreciate you checking it out. So, yeah. Yeah, the Warriors. Yep, it was the Warriors. Yep. Like I said, who hasn't beaten the Pelicans?
Me.
I think the thing is, I'm sorry to say for the New Orleans Pelicans, but I think they need to move on from Zion Wilson, or if they're gonna keep him, and they just gotta retool around him. But yeah, otherwise, yeah, it's not looking good for the Pelicans once again. And I guess the good thing is by them losing, the Bucks do have a chance to keep their first. Well, they're gonna keep their like first round pick regardless because they do have a first round pick. But I think they will not swap. That's what I mean. Moses had to. Oh yeah. I will not be surprised by that. They finna relocate to St. Louis. You know what? That would be interesting if the Pelicans did, but I don't think they're going anywhere. That's just my feeling. I think if it'll be another maybe like another 10 years before they actually move the Pelicans. But then again, ain't nothing new before. Charlotte was like from there. Then they moved like Hornets to the New Orleans Hornets. Then Charlotte came back and oh really? Hornets and Mavs lost to the Pelicans. I should not be surprised about that either. I don't know why, but I am, but just crazy. But anyway, so let me do this quick trade machine. So if y'all want to do like actual trades or anything like that, just to see like what the future holds for like NBA teams, it might as well say NFL teams too, because they do have you can trade like teams in the NFL as well, well players in the NFL. So go to fansbowl.com and I know it'll be like interesting for people to do. So, oh god, they finally updated it for once. Um, if they relocate, it's going to be Pittsburgh, Las Vegas, St. Louis, Seattle, one of them. Maybe because we already know Seattle and Las Vegas are definitely going to get a team when they do this extension. But I guess the question is like I know they're going to end up needing two more teams just to make it even on the East. So the ones you just named, St. Louis, I can see them being in the Eastern Conference, and or they can like have St. Louis in the West, but have the Pelicans move to the East. I don't know. It's just that part would just make more sense. Pittsburgh Pelicans got a ring to it. Oh yeah, Nashville would be another one too. Yup, that would be another one. Um, let's see, because there are a few teams out there that think that they're gonna blow it up. I know the Kings are one of them. So we're just gonna do this one trade for the Kings. So, and plus, one of the biggest weakness for the Bucks, well, besides defense, but most likely for me, in my opinion, is rebounding. So I'm gonna look at like a few options here, and oh, okay, so they 7.6 million before they hit the first apron, and oh wow, well that's gonna be impossible. So let's just say they did. So let's just say that minus the bonus, get him, and when this happens, let me move this camera over here and go over there. Do I like the Minecraft movie? I did not see the movie. I did not. Nashville Notes is what I heard somewhere. You know what? If like I said, I'm happy with like whoever gets an NBA team that's going to be like towards like the Eastern Conference or West. Well, I shouldn't say West because we already know who the two cities that are going to get a team, and that's Las Vegas and Seattle. So like any one of them on the East, it'll be good for them and kudos to them. And I know it's gonna like boost their city up. So yeah. Oh yeah, it's gonna happen. We already know like Seattle and Vegas will get a team, and I guess it's just a matter of when it's gonna happen. So probably within the next few years, it'll probably will happen. But yeah, Gabriella, I did not see the Minecraft movie, so I can't say if I liked it or not. But I know the movie did, pretty good. Pittsburgh Steels, but I know what you meant by steel. D1. That's not a bad name for it though. Um, so we got that being a bonus. Let's see. I hate to do this, but it will please some people. Kyle Kuzma can go, and for like not being a defensive purpose, maybe they can have Bobby Portis as well. Um, and probably what they can do. Oh yeah, I think they won't be able to trade Bobby Portis till January. So let's just say they did that anyway. They won't be able to move him. Thing is, they can put Pete Nance. They can put. Oh, finally, Alice Adekumbo is finally on there. But he hasn't played an NBA game yet, so I'm just wondering what's stalling them for doing that. That's my opinion. But like I said, they can have Pete Nance go to the main roster, and they can probably sign another two-way player. So that's at least one space gone. And yeah, mainly they probably gonna end up signing, a two-way player if they end up doing this move. But we know picks got to be involved. Sadly. Um, let's see. I'm trying to think. No, I don't think they swapped it like a second round pick or anything like that. So I'm trying to think what's value that's not gonna hurt the Bucks. Okay, I hate to do this, but give them the 2031 first round pick while we take Oh damn, they would have three 2031 first round picks. And what would be? Oh yeah, I would have went for a 2031 second round pick if they would have had it. Oh, 2029 second round pick via Detroit, Milwaukee, or New York. It is not protected. Um, let's see. Maybe give Bucks a 2027 first round pick. Since I guess they're gonna be thinking about their future anyway. So you know what? So they would have like another, yeah, they would have like three 2031 first round picks. So that helps them. Hespile shots. Hey, welcome to the live. I appreciate it. You think Steph's gonna sign? Yeah, I got news on that one. No, Steph is gonna do his own thing, have his own shoe company that he's gonna sign with. So he's really gonna just do himself. So yeah, he's gonna have his like own shoe line and stuff like that. So yeah, Steph is just gonna be on his own. I really thought my Warriors were gonna take Boniski to the trade him to the Heat for and some pick for Bam. Um, if Miami does that move, that would be the dumbest move that Miami has ever do. It'd be good for Warriors, but I seriously doubt that Miami would do that move. If they are very stupid, just like Dallas were when they trade Luca to the Lakers for Anthony Davis. Okay, so let's try this trade. Let's see. Okay, they got failed. So let's see. Oh yeah, Bobby Portis cannot be traded until December 15th. So of course they're gonna waive one player. The Kings have to, but let's see. Let's see. Ooh, that's interesting. So I mean, that's some bonus. It'll be a +4 wins, which will be helpful. More minutes, but that wouldn't be a problem because they can have either Daniel Sabonis be starting power forward along with Giannis and Miles Turner. That would be interesting. Or have Daniel Sabonis be like a 6 man. So yeah, that probably can work. Um, yeah, because he is could be that running gun, center, or he can play, the four as well. So that's possibility. Oh, we're in my live for the start. I think it was like about over 20 people at one point. But half of the times, there'll probably be people on my live, and I probably can't even see them. So that happens. Of course, Bus will be taking 6 million, and I think they will end up being on the Let me just look at that, but we just gonna ignore the that. So I'll just say it's most likely gonna be a success. So with that move, the Bucks, you know, 10 million before they hit the first apron, and the Kings would be okay near over 14 million before they hit the first apron. Oh wait a minute, okay, so never mind. Let me change this. So it'd be 5 million before they hit the first apron, which they got tax space for. And the Kings have like tax space of 9.7 million. So they'll be okay before they end up hitting the first um apron if they do this trade. So let's just put it that way. So okay, we're gonna end this one before we end the show. And yes, it is after midnight. And guys, I'm gonna hurry this up. So I guess let's talk about a little bit of Milwaukee development. Right, because I know it's not like a good size for having Draymond Green play every game. So yeah, you know what? It could have been a possibility. Like I said, it could be showing. Like I said, it could show like some nobody's on here, but there'll be like a lot of people here talking. So that's a possibility. But then again, that's YouTube for you. So maybe it could have been hundreds. You never know because they don't actually show every single person that's like on the live, which is kind of weird. But so I can understand y'all not in favor of Al Horford, but he has some positives. You got a big that can shoot threes and a big that can defend. I think the problem is like they just didn't play him enough. But like I said, I know he still got like a little bit left in the tank, but if they like use Al Horford right, I think the Warriors will be fine. Um, like I said, City ditches a 700 million plan, wants new developer for the Market Center garage. For those who live in Milwaukee, like you have the parking structure in downtown Milwaukee. Then next to it, you have the Marcus Performance Center, and they wanted had like a hotel, retail, and all that other stuff. So I can understand them scrapping the $700 million plan and try to look for a new developer to do something different, maybe even a little bit cheaper. So I'm not even surprised about this. So let's see. Oh, okay. They select. Okay, the move comes after developer previously selected by DCD, mass based neutral, encounters financial issues. Of course, there's always like financial issues when it comes to like this. Oh, a $10 million construction line was filed against Edison project. Or okay, that kind of explains why that Edison project didn't happen. So yeah, I should not be surprised. Let's see on Fridays. Okay. I guess definitely. Oh, I guess DCD is who they're gonna go for. Okay, fair enough. It's almost likely they will have like a new, but as some of y'all that's watching pre-recorded, like y'all can, do you have any advice for fellow LGBTQ content creators? All right. My thoughts on that. OD196. Um, do something that you're passionate about. It doesn't matter what it is. Just do something you think you're passionate about. And I won't say like don't do like today's craze or something like that because sometimes you do like what most popular today and it will like die very soon. So do something that you're passionate about and that you love to do that makes you want to like do videos like this like mine like almost every single day. Like do it for the love of what you do and not just just put it out there because and don't try to make it too much like it's a job. Like do it for a passion. And I think back then that's what kind of I did it for the passion, but it was also I treated it like a job and I shouldn't have. So I'm gonna try to treat it like well in a way like since like I got this job and whatever, so okay, and you can do that. I don't see nothing wrong with that. Like I said, if you have like a big audience and stuff like that, that will be like supportive of that. Go right ahead. Um, Gabrietta, like I said, it doesn't show the actual numbers of people that's on their live right now. It doesn't. So just like I said, with this, they show the photos, the park construction and plus, stuff that's going on in that area and what they wanted it to be last year. But I can't wait till they actually, the new company that's gonna like help them, do the architect and stuff with the that area. So like I wouldn't mind seeing like, a hotel and I think it's like a hotel and like an apartment and retail and stuff like that. So I wouldn't mind them like doing that much, but I guess right now is the wait and see. Oh wait a minute. See Brewers options to. Oh, I must have missed that one. Okay. Didn't think there was anything out to talk about, but newly prepared plans for the land around American Family Field calls up to 820 million in development, and they will probably will make that money back and plus some in that season whenever they have everything closed. So I know people if y'all familiar with with the Milwaukee Brewers. Okay, Gabrietta. I guess I will see you tomorrow. And like I said, they don't show how many people that's like actually on the lives because some people can block themselves if they want to. Just put it that way. Um, three development scenarios for the area of American Family Field. So for y'all seeing the pre-recorded, this is kind of the area like in front of the American Family Field that they talk about, doing development because the crazy thing is like they have too much parking space and they can use something for that that's not like killing the sorry. Okay. On the high end parking lots could be developed into 1,000 housing units, 200 hotel rooms, 52,000 square feet of retail, and 50,000 square feet of office space. On the low end, BD estimates the demand for 600 housing, which just seems like they doing more than what they want. 150 hotel rooms. So that's probably gonna be one hotel, and if they do that housing, 1,000 housing units, it's probably gonna be like two or three like apartment constructions or something like that. Um, let's see, the estimated demand for 600 housing units, 150 hotel rooms, 38,000 square feet of retail, and 20,000 square feet of office space. So that's a good move. And the crazy thing is, I'm on the Brewers fan members board, and I know like when I talked to the guy, they was saying they was gonna do something, next season. So I don't know if they're gonna start construction in that area now or anything like that, but something at one point is gonna get done. So let's see, a 27-page preliminary presentation showed the ballpark district board last week shows three different site layouts. The final report is to be completed early next month. So that's good. So I guess they might end up making the decision which three of the style layouts that they're gonna use. So it's too bad, there's here it is. Scenario A includes buildings on each side of the Menominee River, Brewers Boulevard, Highway 175 and Skyland Drive. Okay. Scenario B, which includes less development on both sides of the river, but additional buildings on the Brewers one preferred parking lot, the third base side of the ballpark. Okay. Scenario C will wrap Hefner Field, a former county stadium site, with development and cover much of preferred parking. Parking structures will be added. Huh. Okay, so it's sad to say. So it seems like the Hefner Field they will use like in that other parking area like, that's right like in front of it. It seems like they're gonna do like that area. So scenario B, they said include less development on both sides of the river, but additional buildings on the Brewers' one preferred parking lot, along with their face. Uh, I don't even know what scenario they should go with. But it seems like scenario scenario B. I know they wanted like do something on both sides, but it just said less development. So I'm not gonna actually go with that. So I think either A or C would probably be more better. So each scenario called for a new bridge over the Brewers Boulevard near the left field corner on the ballpark. Stadium interchange replacement as part of the East and West Interstate 94 project, which they're currently doing right now, will already result in a narrow footprint of Brewers Boulevard. Slade Drive currently goes under the elevated portion of the highway further north than the planned replacement. The stadium's 12,000 parking spaces will be reduced to. Oh, okay, so they're mainly just going to get rid of 1,600 to 3,000 parking space. But it's like I said, that's like huge for like a ballpark to have that many parking structures. So yeah, if like let's say like really it's not worth having that many parking spaces. I know people gonna worry about their tailgate and stuff like that, but there's still gonna be some parking space out there, and they can do their tailgating whatever they want. But it'd be good for people because some people don't have to always walk that far from point A to point B because if you walk from the nearest bus stop all the way up to American Family Field, that's not nearly a mile walk. And I think especially the elderly is not going to make that walk. I know they got like certain shuttles and stuff, but like the bars that have like the shuttles are mainly downtown or the south side. Nothing on the north side or west side or anything like that, or east side. So it just really don't. It just don't help. Okay. The state controlled stadium district owns about 260 acres of land. 160 which is used for parking. Development will cover up to 31 acres. Hmm. Okay. Study anticipate that the Brewers will need to enter a payment of in lieu of taxes plot agreement with the city in order to enable development of tax exempt land. The report provides a brief evaluation of the three different plot agreements, including the development around the Washington, D.C. study that covers the cost of infrastructure, the Brooklyn Bridge Park Development Agreement that funds the maintenance. Oh, okay. So they're saying, and the repairs in the Housing Authority of City of Milwaukee Agreement that provides funding for city service. Fair enough. Um, the team has given a few signals about its interest in development of the site. So it was just sad, that the it was the now he's the one of the heads of the Brewers was saying like no they don't want this, but actually I'm sorry, but they do need that. Yeah, like I said, whoever what that comment was, that seemed like from the Truth Within. I have nothing to do with that. So it's mainly Facebook, not Facebook, but YouTube that did that. Um, Development around stadiums have become increasingly common as teams seek to create a non-game day revenue streams, and host cities attempt to generate more activity. Which, yeah, that's what we want. Like what the Deer District that we have here in Milwaukee, and plus with Green Bay Packers doing the Title Town District. Let's see, the Chicago Cubs, St. Louis Cardinals, and Atlanta Braves ownership group had added mixed-use districts around the ballpark, and other Major League Baseball team had similar under development. Oh, wait a minute. Okay, so they do have the plans. So sorry, you guys that won't be able to see it live, but this for the like pre-recorded version. So, if you want to see the pre-recorded versions of, this episode, um, I'm gonna try to load it on here right away, and you probably will be better off, watching it tomorrow or tomorrow morning. Well, I might as well say today for me. So just say like in the morning. Okay, scenario A. You got your parking structure in like the I'm sorry, but sorry if y'all gonna see my big face, but I just gotta really look at it. Okay, so okay. I'm just making sure. So okay. Oh, so they talk about developments on the south side of American Family Field. Okay, fair enough. And plus, they got that business area that's like next to it that's not even being used anymore. So they can buy that one. So seems like let's see. Okay, like other parking, then they've just made like other businesses and stuff like that. So yeah, oh god. Sorry, I had to try to look at this. Okay, so so what's that? Block A, hotel and parking in. B, office retail. C, in rebrand pedestrian. Sorry about that. Can you say it right? D, okay, public square terrace. Okay. Then you got the rest of them is like multi-family housing and stuff like that. Okay. So let's see what's B. Yeah, that's possible. That's possible. Um, I'm not saying, but I'm just saying it'll probably be ready by morning. But probably, when you get back, you can probably like watch the pre-recorded episode. But it's gonna be on there regardless. Just put it that way. So B, actually, you know what? B is actually not that bad because it seems like it's more development. Although they've still had like some parking space as well, but because at least because for people that's watching the pre-recorded, if you can see from this way, because that's normally the trail that everybody has to go through when it comes to getting from the bus and walk all the way to here, which I said they need to do something better, and I did tell them about this situation that they need to do a little bit better with when it comes to transportation from people to get from the bus stop all the way up to there. You know what I mean? Okay, so now let's jump to C. Hmm. I don't know. It seems like A and B would have been better either way. So I know I said A or C because it kind of sound because it seemed like they was gonna do less. But I don't know. Either scenario would be nice. But if I was a betting man, I think they will most likely will go with this one, the scenario C. So that's what I think they're gonna probably will go with the most. But yeah, who knows? But I think out of the three, they probably would go with C. So okay, so let's see. Scenario A, they lose over 2,000 parking spaces. Shared parking would be added like 930 spaces. Parking displacement 1,856. Um, B, almost 3,000 space they would lose. But they would add share parking with over 1,300. 1,500 spaces will be parking displacement. Okay, parking space loss for scenario C will be. Okay, sorry guys, I'm just gonna go back at this a little bit. Oh no, it's just okay. C. Only reason I say they probably will do C because like in the area low, but at the same time, it just don't make sense either. Um, maybe B makes sense as well, and I would say scenario A, but I don't know. Part of it just don't look right. That's just yeah, I understand. I don't know. It just don't make sense, but I don't know. I guess either B or C would be more better, but then again, you're gonna want like having like a district, so it's probably gonna end up being B or C. So most likely, yeah, that's what I think it's gonna be like B or C. So they're saying site development factor. So probably what they would do will do like the spot that be like a less of a factor that they don't have to that don't cost them a lot of money. So that's probably what they're gonna go for. So like I said, y'all interested in a story like this, go to Urban Milwaukee and see like developments and stuff and what's going on in the area. So anyways, that is it for me. So I thought I heard the wife say finally. But anyways, like I said, guys that's watching through my personal TikTok page, I appreciate you being on here. And like I said, the first person that PMs me from the past few episodes that we end up hitting like 500 likes. So y'all have an opportunity. Please, PM me. You can just say like just WFSO or something like that, so I can know you're the one that's trying to win the picture. So if you're in the U.S., the shipping will be on us. If you're out of the U.S., we will have to have a conversation about how to get that to you. So I appreciate you guys that's watching on TikTok. Guys on Twitch, I appreciate it. And I think most of y'all probably just left from Twitch. So please follow us on Twitch. Like I said, we'll try to do more videos and stuff. So stay tuned. And plus, let people know that we do videos on here. So, and you guys on YouTube, you already know the routine. 1,000 subscribers, we'll start doing giveaways. Over 3,100 videos and counting, and halfway to 700 subscribers. So, like I said, I really don't see us getting to 1,000 by the end of the year. But like I said, crazy things does happen. You never know. So, like I said, whenever you get to 1,000 subscribers, we will do giveaways and stuff like that starting that time. So, yeah. Also, check out the website if you guys got a chance. WrestlingFansSpeakout.weebly.com. Upcoming wrestling events in the Midwest, meet and greets, um, photos. We took like wrestling events and Bucks events. Have that going on. Also, we have like a sponsor page. Like I mentioned about Matters Mary, we're a proud sponsor. So, check them out, mattersmary.org. We also a proud sponsor of a wrestling event called Legacy Pro Wrestling for their Black Friday show, which will be a week from this Friday. So, y'all in the Milwaukee area, y'all check it out. Look at their Legacy Pro Wrestling's Facebook page. And like I said, on our website as well, we had, information like what's going on so far. and kind of like I said, they will probably have like all the matches announced like close to the day. Um, so we want to thank our sponsors. I like to thank Midwest Wrestling Collectibles. They are having a liquidation sale, so check them out on their Facebook page if you're interested in wrestling merch. And also, you can check out on our other sponsors' website, Great Scott Sports Cards.weebly.com. If you're interested in like sports cards or something like that, like wrestling, or it could be basketball, football, baseball, anything like that, give them a look. They probably will have something, that they like. So you get a chance, check them out. Anyways, guys, man up, woman up, face up, check your mental health. And it is Men's Mental Health Awareness Month. So check on the men in your life. Could be your brother, it could be your uncle, could be your dad, or your boyfriend or husband, wherever the case may be. Please check on them if they, have mental health issues, because we don't want anybody, dying, because they know they can't handle life. Because it's like that, especially for people like myself with mental health. Like, sometimes, life just get like pressure, but you try to like fight off to the bitter end. And I know for some people it's just so much that they can take. But for you guys, that's suffering, mental health, you know, stay strong and keep fighting on. Um, and also, military and families month too. So get a chance, check on the military and veterans that's in your family. So, either if, you come visit them and talk to them, everything helps. So, okay, I'm out of here, guys. Until the next video, you guys have a good one and see you later. And like I said, I will do like a separate comic book movie and TV news video sometime tomorrow. So do that. And plus, I'm gonna go live on watching having a Raw watch party on YouTube, and also it's probably gonna be either TikTok or Twitch. So it might be Twitch, but who knows? Things can change. So anyway, guys, see y'all later. And sorry I kept some of y'all up. And have a good night. See you later. Okay, that's it for Twitch and now YouTube. No, TikTok Live. So, and that one. And guys that's watching live and pre-recorded, see y'all later. I was saying, bye y'all.